Hey guys, so right now I just got home, finished eating, blah blah blah. I was watching jazminsus birth chart video where she exposed herself and all that stuff. And I thought it'd be cool to kind of do one myself. I don't know too much about it, but if you ask me if I believe in astrology and stuff, I think it's very cool. I think it's a great guideline. I don't 100% believe that this is true and whatnot, because obviously there's so many situations and factors into making us a person, so therefore all these things don't know if we've been through this or that. I think it's just general sense overview of what type of person. Now when jazminsus was doing this, I was like, oh my gosh, all the stuff that they were saying were pretty true. And she was amazed by it and everything like that. So I thought it would be fun to do one myself. So let's dive into this. And I am using astro.cafeastrology.com/natal.php. I'll put the link down below if you feel like you want to do one for yourself. I think it's very cool. So anyways, let's get into this video where I tell you about myself. So I'm born in February 1996. I'm an Aquarius, and I always known I've been an Aquarius. And I used to have this astrology app where it would kind of do these predictions of what your next week looks like and stuff like that. It was cool reading. I don't know why I deleted it, but it's more like I don't want to base everything off of that. I'm the type of person that likes to be in control of my life. So yeah, that's just the basic gist of it. I'm gonna show you everything that this site showed me based off the positioning of everything. So it'll be all here. So take a look, quick look, and then now I am gonna show you or tell you, and screenshot here too, pretty much what my birth chart report tells me.
So pretty much, Sun in Aquarius, one of the standout characteristics of those born under the sun sign of Aquarius is their unwillingness to follow the beaten track. With advancements and progress on their minds, there can be an irreverence to old and outdated ways of thinking and doing things. Many Aquarians aim to free themselves of personal and social conditioning. Although open to change in theory, Aquarians can be surprisingly stubborn. Their idealism runs strong, but they can be very fixed in their opinions. Now, I do agree with the stubbornness, especially when I was younger. I've gotten a lot better, and I feel like I'm constantly evolving as well as a person, and I feel like my stubbornness has gotten, I would say, dramatically better, because when I was younger, I was very stubborn. I didn't think that I had a fault in things, if that makes sense. I always pride myself to being the nicest, the kindest, always doing the right things and stuff like that. So it's just very stubborn because I truly believed in that until I learned that I can mess up too. So I was very stubborn when I was younger. Even when I first started dating my boyfriend, I feel like we are both very stubborn actually, but I feel like we gotten a lot better. I gotten a lot better. So yeah. Definitely agree with that part. And I definitely don't like following old ways of doing things. I feel like, some traditional things, cool, fun, whatever. But when it comes to another 10 years, fast forward another few years and stuff, things aren't the same, circumstances aren't the same anymore. So I don't think we should be doing things based off of old ways. It's completely right that I don't like to be trapped in social conditioning and personal conditioning and stuff like that. I, grew up a certain way and stuff, and I realized certain, traits of mine that I don't like because I learned it through my background and my, childhood and stuff like that, and based off of social situations I'm in. I'm always trying to, reflect on myself and, be a better person, and pretty much, instead of feeling so trapped, I want to be free of the constrictions of these conditionings, because I want to be open-minded. I want to be, I want to learn things. I want to know that I'm wrong, and I want to fix it kind of thing. I don't like being so, very fixed, I guess. So that's why I've also been working on the stubbornness, is because I used to believe this is this and you can't, but everybody has their opinions. That's something I've learned, and I think that part was spot on. Okay, often a bit aloof and even standoffish, Aquarians nonetheless are usually well-liked. They are curious and observant and tolerant in a broad sense. Now I just want to speak on that real quick, because tolerant, I feel like I am, especially when I was younger, I put up with certain behaviors and stuff like that I shouldn't have. And another tolerant thing is, it's how kids, I used to babysit a lot. So tolerant in that sense, I feel like it's a good thing. Patience is key. You can't, expect a child to know everything. So I feel like that is completely yes, and that's something I had to work on. Like, I'm tolerant, but I shouldn't be always tolerant. I shouldn't have to put myself in this situation. I shouldn't have to tolerate these things, if that makes sense. So, completely 100%. Prejudice and bias is offensive to the typical Aquarius. I feel like that's definitely true. I don't think a lot of people like bias. I definitely think prejudice is nope. Yeah, completely agree with that. Aquarians are generally very clever, witty, and intellectual. They value progress and frankness. 100%. Yes. It's difficult to throw Aquarians for a loop. They're generally on top of things. I can definitely agree with that. 100%. I always try to to be on top of my stuff, plan things, blah, blah, blah. They're a bit of a reformer in Aquarius. They'll try to get you to see thoroughly superficiality and encourage you to be open and forthright. I definitely encourage people to be open and forthright because that's something I've learned over the years. Just be straight up, Don't try to hide things. Don't try to sweeten things. It usually doesn't do anything. It enables people, blah, blah, blah. Enables yourself, puts yourself in these bad situations and stuff. I definitely 100% encourage that. Be true to yourself and don't follow the crowd. I love that. I love my uniqueness, and I definitely believe you should be true to yourself. Like, why follow the crowd? Why be part of this when you don't agree with it just to fit in? I don't, even in high school, I didn't like what most people were doing. That was drinking, that was partying and all that stuff. I did not like that kind of environment, especially at that immature age, you're very impressionable. Anything that you do can determine your future. Now that I'm older and I'm wiser and I have a more level head and my decision making, I feel like it's very good and stuff. Going to parties with drinks, I have self-control. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was younger, I didn't want to be part of that. I definitely love to be true to myself because I hate being put in a situation. I'm uncomfortable in a situation where I don't believe what I'm doing. I get very uncomfortable with that. So yes, are models that we easily associate with the sign. Aquarians need space and value personal freedom. Oh my gosh, yes. Because I need space. I don't like to be bombarded with stuff, especially after my last relationship before Joshua. My ex was terrible. I need my space to process things. I need my freedom to, enjoy the things that I do. I love my friends. I love my family, but I need me time. That's where I unwind. That's when I get to be me and I get to, journal and vent and all this stuff, unload all this heaviness inside of me that I feel like I can't tell people sometimes, So yes, any attempt to box them in will likely fail. Yes, because in the end, I'm gonna do what I feel like is good for me. Nope. If you try to constrict me, if you try to, I don't like that. They'll happily return the favor, and I'm just not gonna say anything. Yes. And they will treat people from all walks of life as equals. Yes, because I definitely believe every person has a right, whether you're a bad person or a good person to me, or not to me, or to whoever. I'm going to treat you with respect, but I'm not going to surround myself with you, if that makes sense. Just because I think you're a person, I may think you might not deserve the worst thing that comes to you, even though a lot of other people might. If that makes sense, yeah, I think everybody has a right until you, kind of do something to not deserve that right, if that makes sense. That's, in extreme senses. So not, general day of life, blah, blah, blah. Not like that. Equality and fairness are hallmarks of the sign completely. If you're quirky and different, all the better. And I told you I love being unique and whatnot. I take pride in that. Short description: she is independent, autonomous, and has progressive ideas. Weakness: an unusual, rebellious, and revolutionary spirit. Yes and no. I don't think it's a weakness sometimes because sometimes I feel like I need to be a certain way, and that's my way of standing up for myself and the people that are being hurt and all that stuff. Other times I do agree with that. Sometimes it could be a little too overboard if that's my initial reaction instead of understanding, just really taking in the situation and really processing it. And then Aquarius, ascendant Sagittarius, Sun and 2. You take pride in what you own and have a strong drive for security. Yes. You have staying power and you hate to let others down, so once you made a promise. Yes. And that's something I need to work on if I can't carry it through. Communication, Avoid over-identifying with what you have. Yeah, I guess you can say that. That's true. I don't want anything to define me. Concentrate on providing your worth through your strong value system and your incredible ability to stick with things and with people. Yes, but I've learned not to do that. I take pride in it, but I try not to depend on it for what I'm deserving of, because sometimes I have down days and stuff like that. I can't see as I'm not worth it just because I didn't do this right. Take pride in solid and secure foundations that you build, yes, as well as the lasting relationships you aim to maintain, while being careful to avoid possessiveness. Oh my gosh, yes, because if you try to be so, entitled to my life and stuff like that, I don't like that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You seek a safe and secure job. You satisfy your needs, which are substantial. Yes. You may be given to spending money impulsively. Sometimes. I'm very good at saving, but I feel like as I got better with saving, there are things I want, and because I feel like I saved enough, I feel like sometimes like, okay, whatever, I deserve to live my life a little kind of thing. Conjunction Sun, Mars. You are enterprising and have powerful stores of energy that you can draw upon when needed. You respond to problems or challenges with a spirited, enthusiastic confidence that is admirable. Yes, most of the time. You are naturally competitive, and this is generally well received by others simply because it is unforced, unaffected, and sincere. You truly believe in fair play, and you seem to be in love with life. Yes, I love life. When you are expressing competitiveness and courage, it's easy for others to smile and accept these traits as positive ones rather than being rubbed the wrong way. You have a good physical vitality. Although competitive, you are not naturally combative. You may enjoy sports and games that are competitive but not violent. Yes, I hate conflict. Breaking the rules of a competitive game is particularly upsetting to you. Yes, you are more able than most to control your desires, aggressions, and instincts. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You know how to play fair, and you expect others to be fair. Yes, and that is something I've worked on. You can't believe that other people have the same heart as you. No, you will get hurt if you think that way. You gotta know that your heart is rare. You gotta know that everyone's different. They grew up differently. They are not gonna be the same as you or have the same heart as you. You know, you stick with people who have the same heart as you, but once you know that they don't, goodbye, you know? As such, sneaky behaviors, uncontrolled impulses, violence, and rage are offensive to you. Yes, I've cut off so many people who just don't think before they do things, you know? And, I just, ease my way out of their life because of that. I do not like that kind of stuff. I feel like we're both adults. We deserve, respect for each other and all this other stuff. Yes, square Sun, Pluto. You may be prone to inner tension and negative, self-destructive behavior. Maybe when I was younger, more, yeah. When things are going well, you suffer from fears that something will come along to change that. Definitely when I was younger, not so much now. Constantly worrying that the rug will be pulled from under your feet can easily become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, you possess tremendous power and strength. When you learn to accept and use that strength instead of fear it, you can be one of the most effective, insightful, helpful, and healing person around. Yes, that's me now versus me before. I definitely changed my fears into my strengths. I learned not to fear and just do something about that fear and change that around to become my strength. I definitely feel like, I'm at that point, and I'm slowly learning to be more the positive aspect of this. At times, you can be intensely dissatisfied with your personal accomplishment and expression of self. Yes, I guess, depending on the situation. You put a lot of pressure on yourself regarding your own endeavors. You can be quite dissatisfied with your creative, self-expression and want to hide your expressions from others until you feel the output is right. I feel like a couple of years ago, maybe, because, I don't know, I'm very hard on myself. I have high expectations, and I have high expectations for myself, which in the recent years, I feel like I don't output it if it's right. I output it because it's real, because I'm human. I've kind of changed my mindset with that. This is largely due to a perceived inability to express and reveal your true personalities to others. Yes, I guess, but not more like I fear judgment, but more like people don't understand, I guess. You struggle with a deep need to control yourself and life itself. Definitely when I was more unstable up here, I guess you can say. You are especially sensitive to criticism and feel the need to redo yourself often. Sensitive to criticism maybe when I was a lot younger, but now not so much. I actually value a lot of feedback and stuff. I think maybe because of my job, I realized, feedback is not wrong. You get to improve yourself and you get to be better. What's wrong with that, And I don't feel the need to redo myself often. Unless I feel, doing something wrong, truly, then I will do that. But I don't quite agree with that part, I guess. There is a marked fear of losing control when I was younger, and this may stem from traumatic events in childhood, and the childhood might have been crisis-ridden or emotionally charged in general. I don't know. Such as you can be intensely fearful of, threatened by change. I guess that has something a little to do with when I moved to the town that I'm currently in, but not so much anymore. I don't feel that. Maybe in the very beginning stages of when I first moved here. This can express itself through attempts to control your life in such a way that you can manage your fears of being taken off guard. Of course, this generally backfires. You have an intense need for privacy at times. Ooh, that, yes. I hate when people are very intrusive and feel like they're entitled to your, what's part of your life and your truth and all that stuff. I will share whatever I want to share. And if you make me feel like you violated that, I kind of just go silent. Sometimes I need to see it differently. I agree with that, but other times I'm generally correct with that. And there's nothing wrong with me valuing my privacy. I like my privacy, you know. Sextile sun ascendant. It is easy and natural for you to be received well by others. There is a distinct air of authority and magnanimity surrounding you. The authority you project generally doesn't offend others, generally because sincerity is sensed at the same time. Yes! Most people would describe you as natural, easy to like, and friendly. Yeah. You may have a marked interest in performing arts and or sports and games, both as a spectator and participant. Yes. This is an especially favorable aspect to have for those who are in the public eye. Okay. The moon represents the emotional responses and conscious predestination and the self-image. Okay, so moon in Capricorn. Being useful and productive are basic needs of lunar Capricorns. Because they generally keep their emotions under check, moon and Capricorn people come across as competent people. However turbulent their emotions may be under the surface, lunar Capricorn keep cool-headed, yes, and they come across as steady and reliable people, yes. This position of the moon suggests a desire for clear boundaries and realistic goals, yes. Not much for taking risk in life. I like to be more stable. I like to be less risky. I will take risks, just the less risky ones. Lunar Capricorns look for safety and security in most everything they do. Most of them respect authority and tradition, yes. And many are planning well ahead the rest of us, yes. You likely won't have to remind them to protect their interests, plan for old age, and keep fallback money in their bank accounts. These things come naturally to them, yes. Calm and cool and collected. These words sum up moon and Capricorn natives well. Messy emotions and leaky souls are a bit frightening for most with this position of the moon. Yes, I completely agree with that. Truth is, they can have plenty of mood swings and some dark emotions now and then. We're all human. Completely true. Lunar Capricorns are often quite hard on themselves and would benefit from letting their guard down once in a while. Yes, that's something I worked on and continuously work on. I'm a lot better at managing this. But yes, completely agree. Quickly garner reputations of being mountains of strength, and they easily hide their sensitivity behind a sarcastic manner. Okay, yeah, I could kind of agree with that. You may have read that moon and Capricorn natives are a bit cold and calculating. Okay, yeah, I could definitely, when I'm in one of those moods or someone has hurt me, I guess, definitely. The fact is they are unlikely to be any less emotional than the other signs of the moon. They simply aren't comfortable letting go when it comes to emotions. Okay, they keep their emotions under control. Wherever Capricorn is found in their chart, there is a desire for structure and control. Capricorn is a sign of organization and efficient management, so when the moon is found in the sign, the world emotions are well managed and handled in an efficient and practical manner. At the heart of lunar Capricorns is a powerful need to feel worthwhile in the real world. I guess that's true because I always feel like I need to have a purpose in life and I want to fulfill that purpose, you know? So I guess definitely because I want it to be meaningful, you know? I don't want this life to go wasted. I don't want any life to go wasted. I feel like everyone has an impact and they need to, live that. There's a basic need for respectability and a big attachment to the world of the senses. Lunar Capricorns put a lot of value in all things tangible and real, and perhaps more than anything, they need to be respected by others in order to feel secure. Yes, I do. I definitely do. Short description: reserved and cautious, attracted to politics, selective, earthy. Success comes by means of other people who recognize their qualities. Okay. Her qualities, sorry, my bad. Yes. Definitely. Potential issues: material worries, saving far more than enjoying, restrictions, does not get carried away by love. I guess yes. I definitely agree with the saving far more than enjoying. I feel like when I was younger, like I said earlier, focused so much more on saving. And then now I'm kind of I'm there and I kind of like to be a little more free than that. So I feel like that issue is managed very well now. Don't know about the future. Hopefully I will do that correct. Who knows? Does not get carried away by love. I feel like I do have that fear where I feel like I don't want to feel fully what I'm feeling now, just because I feel like I will be betrayed because people are, people. That's something I'm working on because, you gotta be grateful. You gotta live in the moment. You don't want to be fearful and all this stuff. That's kind of just sad, if you don't, Okay, Moon in One. Very sensitive, fantasizes. She is easily frightened. She is fearful, shy, prudent, and emotional. Your feelings are right out there for everyone to see, and you can come across as emotional, impatient, or nurturing and caring, or both. Yes, I guess. Your first reaction is emotional, especially if the moon is in close proximity within 10 degrees of the ascendant degree. You need emotional stimulation, movement, and freedom to express yourself in order to feel happy and fulfilled. Yes, your moods are very changeable, and this can be quite obvious to others. Because of your emotional sensitivity, you might often take things too personally and react too quickly. Developing an awareness that other emotions are just as important, even if they are not overt and immediate as yours, will be important. Yes, I definitely agree with that. I definitely completely see that. That's something I feel like I have gotten a lot better with. And yeah, sometimes you're not aware, and you just gotta communicate. And I definitely agree with that completely. Because you value harmony, you may find yourself giving in to others too easily. Oh my god. Especially in the first half of your life. Yes! Yes! Like I said, felt like, I hate conflict, and, friendly. I'm too friendly. I'm very nice, and that kind of makes me feel like I made a lot of friends, and they weren't like always the right ones, if that makes sense. So yes, oh my god, yes, resentment is possible as you feel that you are the one who seems to do all the acquiescing. Okay, this is it for this video because this is way too much. So definitely encourage you guys to do this for yourself and stuff. I'm not gonna read all of this because I feel like I'm kind of getting bored, to be honest. Like, I think it's cool. I actually asked my boyfriend's mom to see when my boyfriend is born, just to see what his birth chart looks like, and just so I can understand him better and he can understand himself better. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the stuff that I read to you guys and to myself, whether I put it in this video or not, I feel like most of this stuff I'm very aware of after through all these life lessons and whatnot, and I'm sure I'll have different variations of continuing learning these lessons because of my traits and whatnot. I'm not saying I'm always right and stuff, so definitely room for growth. It helps you understand yourself a lot better, becoming more self-aware and stuff. So yeah, give it a try. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it's so long, and yeah, let me know if you feel like some of these are spot on from how you watch my video, how you guys perceive me, blah blah blah. I feel like most of this is pretty correct. I would say maybe 90% of it I feel like is spot on. I feel like a lot of the negative stuff, in my opinion, tends to be part of more of my past. Not saying I don't struggle with it still, but it's the more extreme sense of all these negative things definitely was more my past when I was younger and I wasn't as in control and as wise and, don't know better kind of thing. So let me know what you guys are or whatever, it'd be kind of cool to find out. And the reason why I keep looking down and whatnot, I'm reading this off my laptop. So yeah, let me know, whatever your thing is, and yeah, let's just conversate on that, and I hope you guys are having a great night, day, wherever you are, and I hope you guys are enjoying your life to the fullest. Be true to yourself, and yeah, just do what you want in life, and don't let anybody stop you from just doing what you want. Life is short, and yeah, stay strong, my dumplings, and I love you so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day and night, wherever you are. Alright, peace out, bye-bye.